This is ANN News Brief.
Good morning. I'm Lucy Adeyemi. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on all parties in Sudan to remain calm following the military coup that ousted President Omar al-Bashir and his government. Guterres said he was closely following the development of the Sudanese situation. He reiterated his support for the democratic aspirations of the Sudanese people. The UN Central Emergency Response Fund has arranged $26.5 million in the next 6 months to provide food, drinkable water and health services for more than 800,000 Sudanese people who have been afflicted by the worsening economic conditions. Meanwhile, many thousand protesters have defied the state of emergency declared by the military in a clear message that they will not accept the imposition of military rule. The African Union chairperson, Musa Faki Mahamat, has condemned the military takeover, saying it is not the appropriate response to the challenges facing the country and its people. Countries including Nigeria, Ethiopia and the United States have asked that a quicker constitutional government be put in place. Unidentified gunmen are reported to have abducted the 2 Cuban doctors working in Kenya and shot dead a police officer. State television broadcaster KTN News and the Daily Nation newspaper reported on Friday the attackers drove off with the doctors after shooting the officer in Mandera in the northeast of the country. KTN News says police suspected the abductors were members of the Al-Qaeda-linked Al-Shabaab group and could have taken the doctors to Somalia. Al-Shabaab have taken responsibility for most of the attacks in Mandera in the past. The group conducts frequent assaults in Kenya, mostly in the region bordering Somalia, to put pressure on the Kenyan government to withdraw its troops from Somalia. We'll be back after this short break.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Adam, go and bring us your husband. Okay, hello baby.
We're in this together, okay? Can you hear me? Keep coming forward.
Wait, stop.
You okay, lean to your right. Keep walking down. Keep walking to the left. Yes.
You're almost here.
Keep going.
You are here. Wow, you did it.
I'm just so glad I didn't have to use my cane to do this.
And I am so glad no other man got you before me. Let me be your eyes.
We will never stop working to give you a network you can rely on so you can enjoy life's special moments. MTN, everywhere you go.
We are on the road every day, canvassing throughout Africa for news you really need. We follow this story everywhere, from every corner of Nigeria to the wide African expanse. We bring you what's making headlines. We connect you with news you can use. ANN, African News Network, in a truly African spirit. Thousands of travel industry professionals around the world have gathered in Cape Town, South Africa for the World Travel Market Africa as they seek to exchange ideas on the latest trends in the tourism industry and drive up visitor numbers. The ongoing event is aimed at communicating and connecting travel across the continent and beyond. This year, there are over 200 speakers with highlights including focus on women in tourism.
It has something to offer for everyone. It's got the wildlife, it's got the oceans, it's got the scenery, the mountains. If you go up to Kenya, you can go and visit the Maasai. Cultural and heritage tourism is rich. Food, wine, we've got it all. So who wouldn't want to travel to Africa?
This year, there is also an increased focus from spa and wellness to food and wine tourism, all the way to digital sports and adventure tourism.
They must learn about what we are, and we need them to come and visit us so they can learn what we eat, what we are, dancing, everything. We need more to them to come. So that's why I'm here today for this week. For me, that will be happy because I can see I'm getting a lot of business out of this.
And that's ANN News Brief. Thanks for watching. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANN Africa TV, Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.